Hello student, welcome to Score More. As your exams are proceeding, I have promised that I'll be covering your syllabus. We started with science chapter cell. Last class I have completed with plant and animal cell. In this video, I will be covering with you unicellular and multicellular organism. So without wasting time, let's start this chapter. So before starting the chapter, let's do a quick recap that what we have done last class so that you will recall all the concept once. Okay, so last class we have seen that the another word for the term organism is living thing. Okay, so anything which is living is known as, you can say it as an organism, that this living creature can be called as organism. Okay, plants and animals are also organism, a type of organism. Moreover, we have also seen that the organisms, like this organism, is composed of very tiny building blocks, which is known as cells. You can see cells here. Okay. And these tiny building blocks cannot be seen by naked eyes. So usually we used to use a microscope to visit it or to see it. Okay. So basically this organism, this creature, when you will zoom it or when you will see with a microscope that how this organism is formed, you will find that this organism is made up of cell. We have taken this single cell out of this organism, this animal. Basically, this is the animal cell. Okay. And we tried to study this animal cell, that, what is inside it. So this was our last thing. Further, we have also seen this animal cell in detail. Okay, so this is the animal cell, a clear-cut picture of animal cell that we have seen last class. Okay, when we look at the central portion of this animal cell, we found that it is known as nucleus. Okay, when we have seen that, this fluid, or you can say this jelly-like blue kind of filling inside this cell, we have called it as cytoplasm. Okay. Okay, and moreover, we have also seen that this cytoplasm or this cell is bound by a outer layer, skin kind of layer, which is known as cell membrane. Okay, it maintains the structure. And this is the mitochondria, which is known as the powerhouse. Okay, powerhouse of the cell. Power is generated here for doing work, for doing everything. Okay, so this was a quick recap of what we have studied last class. This class is about unicellular and multicellular organism. Before entering into this, we have certain questions in front of us that we need to deal. The first question is that we already know that the organism is composed of cell. When you will use a microscope, you'll find a number of cells and, of which the organism is composed of. So question here is there any organism in the world that is made up of single cell? Means anything living in this world which is just this structure, this single cell, not a combination of cells. Is there any organism, any living creature in the world that is single? That's the first question. And if the answer is yes, there is something, then what are its examples? And if it is living, are they performing the same thing that we humans or animals usually used to do? Like, can they breathe? Can they reproduce, move, eat, etc.? So that's our question, and we will try to answer these questions one by one. Okay, so we will deal with the first question. The first question is there any organism in the world which is made up of single cell? Okay, so the answer to this question is yes. There are many living things that is made up of only one cell. And these organisms are known as unicellular organism, where uni means single, because the name is because they are single cell. Okay. Examples, the second topic was what are its example. So example is euglena. This is the first example. And the second example is amoeba. Amoeba is the second example. It is made up of single cell, one cell organism they are. Okay. Okay. If they are single cell, then how they are living, means what they do for living. Okay. Or how they are adapting to the environment nearby. This is the question. Okay. So what we will try to do in this chapter, we will compare it with a normal cell. Okay. And basically what happened, these creatures develop some special features, okay? Special feature, which is, uncommon to normal cell, okay? To normal cell, it is uncommon. And we will try to, deal with this special features, what they are developing to adapt or accommodate to the surrounding nearby, okay? So what we are going to deal in this, whole chapter unicellular, what we are going to deal? We are going to deal this special feature. What are the special features? What is different from the single cell and how they are adopting? Because according to your exam point of view, they'll not be asking about only unicellular. They'll be asking you what's the special feature, how they are living or how they are adapting to the environment, being a single cell, okay? So we will be dealing this. So we will start with the first example, that is euglena. Okay, we will see about euglena. So in euglena, first what I'll do, students, first I'll be making a picture of normal animal cell. Okay, so you see here, this is the nucleus. I'm first making the nucleus. Just imagine, this is the nucleus. I'll be labeling it as well. So this is the nucleus. Okay. And along with the nucleus, we have also seen what? Outside the nucleus, there is a, blue kind of fluid. Okay, so this is the blue fluid, which is outside. Okay, so I'm making it. So this is, trying to make it little bit imperfect or something, but yeah, this is the basic structure. So this is a cytoplasm, jelly-like fluid, where all the chemical reaction used to take place. Okay, so I have made this. And then the last but not the least is what? There is a outer coating of cell membrane, which provide a structure to the cell. Okay, so this was our nucleus, like this. This was cell membrane. And this was our cytoplasm. Getting it? So this is a normal animal cell. So we will see what is common and what is special as well. Okay. So when we'll see common, so you will find nucleus common. You can see nucleus here as well, containing the DNA or chromosomes of it. Okay. So nucleus is common. You will also find the fluid is there. Name is not written, but a blue kind of fluid you can find. So cytoplasm is already there. Okay. And you can find this covering, skin-like covering also to, to maintain its structure. And this is cell membrane. So all the things are common. But what we have to study? We have to study the special features. So special features. So these special features will for sure help this organism to survive the surrounding nearby. Okay. So what are the special features that is, present in euglena that is helping it to survive in its environment? Okay. So we will first see its environment. So euglena live with water. So water is its environment in which it need to live. Okay. And to live in water, what it has developed? It has developed a tail-like structure which is known as flagellum. Okay. So this is flagellum, and this tail-like structure flagellum help it to swim in water. I hope you get my point that, like a normal animal cell, it has everything common, but it has something special as well to help it survive to the surrounding it is living. So the euglena has developed a flagellum. It is the structure which helps in movement or swim. Okay. Apart from euglena, there are other unicellular organism as well, like paramecium and all. And they have flagella, means a lot of flagellum in their body like this. Okay. And it help in movement. They don't live in water, but on land or something. So it help it in movement. I hope you get my point. Okay. So flagellum is one structure that can be asked in your exam. You should note it down. Moreover, you can see chloroplast as well here. So what happens, student? When you are living in water, it is very difficult for you to take food. Okay. So basically, it has adapted it to the environment by having chloroplast in its body. I have shown you the structure of chloroplast in last class. Okay, this is the structure of a chloroplast, and it has pigment. This pigment is stored there, and this pigment is known as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll captures sunlight and it helps in preparation of food. I hope you remember this, and this process is known as photosynthesis, mainly done by plant, but here Euglena has also developed it to prepare its food. Okay, so this is about unicellular organism. Okay, Euglena. We will see the next organism, and the next organism present to us is amoeba. Okay, amoeba is our second one, and we will see what is common and what is special in it. Okay, so this is amoeba. You will find nucleus common, cell membrane common. Okay, cytoplasm common. Okay, now we will see about what is special. We have to see what is special. Before seeing the special structure, we need to know the environment in which it is living. Okay, so what is the environment? Again, it's water. So amoeba lives in water. Okay, so when you are living in water, what happens? It is very easy to you to consume a lot of water. Okay, so in a plant cell, we have learnt about vacuole. Vacuole is a place where the plant store extra water plus sugar or salt. Whatever extra is there, it is being stored there. Similar to amoeba also happen. Anything extra or extra water, what it takes is being stored here in this vacuole. Okay, but it has a contractile vacuole, means a vacuole which can move. Okay, because it is not like plant which is living at an area which is dry and water is added at few times. It is living in water, so it already have extra water, so it need to squeeze extra water out. So in that, this contractile vacuole helps, it moves, and whenever the amoeba has extra water, it saves the amoeba from exploding and it squeeze it out. So in amoeba, the special structure that you need to learn is contractile vacuole. I hope you get my point. Okay. Moreover, we will see one more important thing that is always asked in your exam is about how the amoeba used to take its foods, okay, or how the amoeba consume its food. So this will be our next topic, and we'll see it how it is doing. Okay. So amoeba consuming food, and what this process is known as? This process is known as phagocytosis. Okay. Means, the way you are saying photosynthesis, plant making their own food. So amoeba taking its food or consuming its food is known as phagocytosis. Basically what happened, just imagine this is your amoeba. Just imagine this is its nucleus, and it has a contractile vacuole as well, what we have seen last. Okay, and just imagine its food is here. This is the food present in front of it. Okay, so what it does, it just, the cytoplasm, the fluid, okay, the fluid present in here, it helps the amoeba to, stretch its leg like this. Okay, it stretch it just move the cytoplasm, move its way like this, that it stretches out, and here the food comes at this end. Okay, so this was our food. And when this thing happened, what it is called, this stretched legs is called what? This stretched leg is known as, pseudopodia. What is pseudopodia? It's like a false feet. It generates a false feet, which is actually not, but it generates to engulf the food. So this is pseudopodia. And what happened next, students? The next step, what it takes is just it enclose the food. Okay, it will now, what it will do, it will just enclose the food like this. Okay, so it will, and the food is here. This was our food, this was its nucleus, this is the food. And in this way, what it does, it consumes its food. Okay, so what are the important things why I have chosen this topic? Because some certain terms will be asked in your exam, like What is phagocytosis? Like photosynthesis are similar manners. Phagocytosis is the process by which amoeba take its food. And what it basically does, and how it does with the help of pseudopodia, which is a false feed. It generates a false feed to take its food. I hope this topic is clear to you. Okay. Now we will move to multicellular organism. We will see what is a multicellular organism to understand this. Okay. So multicellular organism is also made up of cell, but it's not single cell. It's like multi-cell. Okay. So like we will see this flower, how it is made up of. So basically single cell is there. Okay. And this single cell combined together to form a tissue. So when you'll see, a number of cells combining together, it forms a tissue. What the tissue does? So you see this way we have cut the leaf. Okay, we have cut the leaf and we are seeing this section of the leaf. You will find this. Okay, this kind of tissues all together. And all the tissues together, it form a, what it form? It form a organ. An organ make organ system, and from organ system, you will find a organism. Okay, so that's what I have written here also, that the similar cells, okay, similar kind of cells, they come together to form a tissue. Okay, and what happened? Different types of tissues, they work together to form an organ. Means different organs are present in your body, like stomach. Okay, it's a different organ. And then heart is made up of different type of tissues like this. Okay, and what happened? The group of organs, they come together to form organ system, and this organ system, it makes a multicellular organism. I hope you get my point, students. Well, okay. So we will see this in humans as well, or animals as well. Just let's take the example of a animal cell. Okay. So what happened in an animal cell? One second. So this, just imagine this is an animal cell. Okay. So in this animal cell, what is there? This is an epithelial cell, a similar, a kind of cell. Okay. And these similar kind of epithelial cells, it comes together to form an epithelial tissue. Okay. And the different or other tissues, what they does, they combine together to make up an organ. And this, in this case, it's a stomach. So when you enlarge this portion, or you will see a microscope, you will find here what epithelial tissue. This tissue you will find here. And this organs combine together to form a organ system. I hope you get my point. And this is the level of organization in multicellular organism. I hope you get my point. Okay. Multicellular organism. What it is? For cell makes tissues makes organ system, and organism. Okay, I hope you get my point. Okay, we will do a quick revision of this. We have covered 2 topics in it, and it's very, very important. So we will do a quick revision and in this lecture. Okay, so what we have seen about multicellular organism. Okay, multicellular organism. So just imagine this is a whole organism, which we called as a multicellular organism. So this organism must have been made from organ. Sorry, I'm using a wrong arrow. One second. So this particular organism, multicellular organism, must have been made up of what? Organ system. Okay. Just you imagine like this. This is your, just imagine this is your digestive system kind of thing. Like this, something like this. Okay. So this is organ system. He is made up of this organism. And this organ system is obviously composed of different organs like stomach, liver, pancreas and all. And this organs is made up of tissues, different tissues. Okay, and this different tissues are made up of similar kind of cell. Means each tissue is made up of similar cells. Okay, so this is the level of organization in multicellular organism. I hope you get my point. Very important. Okay. So this is it. Okay. We will lastly this one. This is about level of organization, a very detailed diagram of it. If you want, you can take a screenshot or something of it. I have just explained it. To see this particular diagram, you can go to a website known as notesdidi.com. Okay. Here you can find this diagram. You can see the explanation also there. Okay. So here that was a whole organism. This baby, you can see this is a whole organism. This must be made up of organ system. You know, different organs coming together to make this particular baby. And this organ system must be made up of aggregation of organs. Okay. And then there is a tissue. You know, when viewers see the stomach, you'll see here epithelial tissue of which it is made up of. And this similar, you know, this epithelial tissue must be made up of cell. So you will see the cell, and we have seen the structure of the cell in our last class. Yeah. Okay. And who has discovered the cell? You know, it's Robert Hooke who discovered the cell. And then when if you want to go more detail that how this cell is composed of, then you'll see that it is composed of macromolecule assemblies like DNA, RNA, protein, etc. And these macromolecule assemblies are made due to polymerization of macromolecules, which is indeed made up of atoms. Okay, so this is the whole structure. I hope this is clear to you, students. So this is it from my end regarding this lecture. I'll be coming soon with the next series or next lecture in this series. Till then, just take care of yourself. And if you like the video, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.